So the other day I saw a tweet which really inspired this video basically, and the tweet basically said something along the lines of learn or adopt the best qualities of someone and ignore their flaws. It was a bit more than that, but that's like a basic summary of what he said. Eventually that evening I started journaling about it and I started reflecting about this, and I thought that that could possibly be one of the ways to become the best version of yourself, because I know for a fact that you guys are subscribed to a lot of YouTubers. You probably follow a lot of influencers on Instagram and on Twitter, for example. So one thing that I'm doing right now is to watch their content, pay attention to what they're saying, and pay attention to the type of person that they are. And then take the things that you like the most about them, or take the advice that resonates the most with you, and try and acknowledge their flaws, but then make sure that you don't have that same flaw. I think this is probably one of the most effective ways to become the best version of yourself in this age of like social media and having so many content creators, different types of content creators with different experiences, different types of personalities and all that. And it's something that I'm still processing right now. Like as I'm talking, I'm basically thinking out loud, because imagine the type of person that you could become if you adopted the best qualities of your favorite creators, and if you took the best advice that was the most applicable to you. In one of my last videos, I talked about how you should only take the advice from creators that's the most applicable to you. And of course, you have to do other things like basic self-improvement, and then being introspective and reflecting on all of these things, getting feedback from other people. Also, getting different perspectives on this is definitely important, because you might think that fucking Andrew Tate or something would have like different opinions that you really like at the moment because you've been really into the Red Bull space and all that. But if you go ask a girl about that same thing, she might say that it's kind of misogynistic, you know? So I think it's actually quite complicated, and it'll probably take a lot longer than I make it out to be. But yeah, I'm really fascinated with this because I basically talked about this with one of my friends recently, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Because think of all of the self-improvement YouTubers that you watch. So maybe Hamza, Matt Diavella, Better Ideas, Cole Hastings, who else is there? Like Ice Cold JT or something. So imagine you took Hamza's authenticity and then you took like Ali Abdal's mindset on how he always wants to make things as fun as possible. He wants to make work seem like play, basically. And then you took Cole Hastings' ability to tell stories, and you could be a lot more captivating during your conversations. Now, this is just a basic example, but you get the point. And then with Hamza, he has a big ego that could be like a flaw, for example. You can make sure that you have more humility. And yeah, you get the point. I'm not going to think of Ali Abdal and Cole Hastings' flaws right now. But yeah, if you do all of these things on top of experiencing life, I am confident that you will become the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, because you are getting so many perspectives on life and you learn lessons from other people's experiences, as well as still taking into account your perspective and your experience of life, and then just doing some reflecting on it, doing some introspective journaling, and just really thinking about this. You could definitely become an amazing person. You could get into the 0.01% of people, because I've thought about it, and like the 1% doesn't seem as difficult to get into as I thought it was, because like there's 7 billion people on Earth, and 1% of that is what, like 70 million? I'm not going to bring up some kind of statistic or something like that, because I don't even know if that's like a country's worth of people. But that's a lot of people, bro. Like that's a lot of people. Like if you said like 7 million, 700,000 or something like that, then I'd be like, okay, that seems like a challenge. But if you look at the world around you today, there doesn't seem to be that much competition, except for the big influencers and creators that you follow. Those people are your actual competition. Like, go out to your community today and just look at the people around you. Like, this is gonna sound kind of harsh, but like, go outside. Go look at your community. Look at the people around you. You really think that you can't compete with those people? And fair enough if you live in a place where there's like successful people, but I think most of us don't. So yeah, that was kind of a rant, and I don't know how to end off this video in terms of the point that I'm trying to make, but but yeah, think about this a bit and let me know what you think about it. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and you'll see me in the next one.